Всем привет, с вами Вайпер, и это прохождение Red Dead Redemption, первая часть. Решил запустить стрим, игрушка уже вышла на плойку 4, она уже давно вышла на самом деле, но ее выпустили опять с минимальными изменениями на плойку 4, и я решил ее на плойке 5, значит, поиграть, посмотреть, что там. У нас добавили 60 FPS, вот, поэтому сегодня доходили руки как-то. У меня только Alan Wake прошел, второго есть на канале, кстати, видос. Кто хочет, может посмотреть. Еще, что там у нас? До этого Паука прошел, поэтому сейчас дошли руки наконец-то до Redemption первого. Я давно первый раз проходил и последний на плойке третий еще. Поэтому вот решил перепройти, попробовать на плойке 5 все-таки. Вспомнить молодость и все такое, поэтому давайте же начнем наше прохождение. Я немножечко подтестил ее, ну, конечно, хотелось бы побольше, графен получше сделать, но что имеем, то имеем, как говорится. Хотя бы 60 FPS добавили, и то хорошо. Ну и минимально какие-то изменения в графоне, там улучшения сделали. Так что давайте же начнем.
Extra, extra, health benefits, read all about. Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang terrorizes in Washington. Extra,
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we helped the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
I'm Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Так что, надо в салон пойти? Как я давно, боже мой, играл в эту игру еще на Плуке 3. Все-таки ностальгия берет свою.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get. I ain't much of a fella for gossip. Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
Yeah.
Whoa there.
Slow up.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Gio! Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are, not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Yeah, yeah. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Бедняга Джон. Да. Нахлебается он, конечно, в этой части. Да и в той тоже, во второй нахлебался. Чутка.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Ну чё, Бонни нас спасла. Пойдем и поможем ей попатрулировать район. По-быстренькому.
Back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
How am I gonna show you the ranch if you keep racing off ahead?
Чё, блядь, поехали, ёба народ.
Mr. Marston!
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
О, я помню, как я грабил эту тюрьму. Там, кстати, есть
Come on, time for you to see what a real
сейф.
ranch looks like.
Его можно вскрыть. Капец, сколько раз я его грабил. Ну тут вообще, это же деревня. За тобой сильно тут охотиться не будут. Вот в Блэквотер вот эта тема. Это как в Сен-Денис в Редемпшене 2.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, boy. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Well, are we going inside? cold drink, Mr. Marston.
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help
О,
me
сейчас
keep
ему
watch
дадут
on the
новую
property
пушку,
line
кстати.
this
Ну как?
evening?
Sure.
I
Вернее,
wanna
первую
see
пушку в
just
этой
who was
игре.
trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come,
У нас
let's head
будет и
out.
получше
The
оружие.
country is really beautiful at around this
Для
time.
начала неплохо тоже.
We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
Небо прикольное, да? Я помню, когда только игрушка вышла, вообще это было просто что-то нереальное.
Right. Follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for
Это было
anything
уже лет
suspicious.
сколько? 12 назад, наверное. В каком она там 11-м вышла или 10-м? 12-13 лет назад где-то.
Thank you, Mr.
Вот время
Marston.
летит.
I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot
Страшно.
happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
То есть 8 лет они делали Redemption 2 где-то. А GTA, вот сейчас 6-ю уже анонсировали. Трейлер выйдет в декабре. Там сколько уже прошло? 10 лет, да? С момента выхода пятой
I don't
части.
believe
10 лет.
Those damn rabbits are back.
Нет, я
Give
так,
me a hand with
я
that,
так
will
думаю,
you?
что ее выпустят, наверное, в 2024, бля, извини,
Let's see that rifle.
в 2024 либо в 2025, я думаю.
Outlaws,
Но надеюсь, что в 2024. Типа, сейчас выпустят трейлер, а потом...
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbits soon. Now, check out the rest of the race.
Типа, сейчас они трейлер выпустят, а анонсируют, я думаю,
Let's keep going.
на 24 год,
Plenty of
может,
ground
к
to
лету,
cover.
либо к следующей осени. GTA-шку выпустят.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
I'm in a bad place here.
That coyote won't be back. Quick, they're going after the chickens. Oh there! Nice shot. Yes, you got one.
That's a kill.
That's it, damn coyotes! Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Whoa!
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Че, давай сохранимся. Теперь у нас есть магазин, врачи, оружие. Это мы потом смотрим все. Пока нам не надо. Так, стоп. Ага. Пошли сразу к Бонни. Чего время терять?
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated, somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts. Yeah!
Come on.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go!
Чё, погоняем?
I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know
Да
me
я
at all,
сейчас
Miss
сделаю,
McFarland.
блядь, как сука, бесполезно. Надо строго держать баланс, кстати, с выносливостью.
Are you saving the best
Иначе
for last?
херово будет.
Let's go. Watch and learn, miss. Yeah.
You ain't getting away with it.
Ёбаная жизнь, блин.
That's more like it. Neck and
Ты
neck,
немножко
Miss
счетверил.
McFarland. Come on.
Don't look back. I'm coming up behind you.
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Let's go. Should I wait for you to catch up? How you doing back there? Would you like me to slow down?
Да бля, куда ты летишь-то, нахуй? Сука.
This is gonna be close.
Куда-то сама
Is that
полетела.
the best you can do?
You're gonna wear that horse out.
You're lucky I'm being a gentleman. Come on.
How those injuries feeling, Mr. Marston? Come on, boy.
Come.
Сейчас лошадь задохнет. Пошел нахуй.
I think you chose the wrong horse, Miss McFarland. Let's pick up the pace. Yeah.
See you soon.
Slow it up now.
Да, сделали как
Whoa.
тузик грелку, блядь, натянули.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Ну, нам уровень славы добавили. Что-то с тенями... Не, с тенями вроде пока норм. Давайте еще задание повыполняем. Не отходя от кассы уже.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
Блин, что сегодня с лошадью? Я чуть от петуха не поломался, что ли?
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life?
Слушай, а если мы лошадь загоним на поводке, то что, она...
I have not.
Я, кстати, уже не помню. Ну, просто начнет тормозить или обрыгать.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Прерии. Не, ну конечно они подтянули этот самый дальность прорисовки. Она теперь, наверное, как на Xbox. Я помню, проходил на плойке 3, там было, ну, мульцо такое, там уже 720p было вообще, там даже 1000 не было. Графон-то подтянули, ну как, чутка. Все надеялись, конечно, на ремастер полноценный, но, к сожалению, чутка Rockstar поленились.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
Он уже лошадь начинает брыгать, блядь. Я только сильно запрягаю. Не злить никого. Я не хотел, больше не буду. Ему похер, он пошел дальше.
Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Сука! Ебать он. Он начал на меня, короче, агриться, блядь, когда я его сбил, нахуй. Ебать. Я не ожидал, кстати, нахуй. Этого я не ожидал. Ну ладно. А, что нам... Да, доктор теперь он тоже не повредит. Лекарства. У нас лекарства есть. Лекарства, так, расходуем. Предмет содержится в сумке. Чтобы открыть сумку, так нажмите. Что-то там.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Давай. пиздуй отсюда. Можем на дилижансе поехать, если хотим. Это я помню. Такая. Ага. Боевая лошадь, лекарство. Что нам наверх? А, наверх дом можно купить. Покупать. Но у меня бабок сейчас, походу, не хватит. Или хватит? Да не хватит, нихера. Мы что-то сохранить не можем. Что, зайдем, кстати, так чисто посмотрим. Ох, какие тут перестрелки и битвы устраивал, вы бы только знали. Так, стоп, приобрести 50 баксов, а у нас сколько? У нас нет таких денег. Мы сейчас пока бомжи. Бля, я не понял, как посмотреть? Я извиняюсь, дико. Как... Прорисовка видел? Так, а как посмотреть, сколько у меня бабок? А вот, денег 0. Ну, бомжи полные. В покер играть вообще пока не вариант. У нас нет вообще денег. Что там происходит? Какие-то звуки странные. Опа. С нами уже хотят махаться. Мы только в город приехал. Что тебе надо? Чё? А говорит, ты чё, крутой типа? Ну давай, надо вызывать тебя на дуэль. Давай попробуем. Сейчас чтоб меня не застрелили, блин. Я только в город приехал, ты вообще до меня уже доебался с ровного места, блядь. Ой. Так, дуэль нажмите, чтобы попросить. Так. А, это обучение у нас. Я уже не помню, как там надо. Чтобы вытащить оружие, наклоните. Ай! Все правильно. Думал, сдох. Мы немножко ему чисто руку пострелили, да и все.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Это, сука, подстрекал его.
Keep with me, boy.
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down.
Сейчас плюется, блядь, каждую минуту, что верблюд.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
Чё, погнали в салон разбираться.
Who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government. This dumb rat bastard now.
Ну, сейчас надо нам этих
Let's follow.
конокрадов помочить.
See what kind of hole he crawls into. Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Подожди, это не моя, это вот серая хуйня, вот это моя. Преследуйте меня, набивайте Уолтона. Чё, поехали разбираться?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's the man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Come on.
Пешочком пройдемся.
Looks like we got company, boys. Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you over here.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Marston,
Ну, чтоб меня не приебашил.
you're shooting fresh air there, boy.
Is that all of you? You're doomed.
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you.
Так отсюда ни хера.
That mule behind the rocky yard, Marston.
You ain't that tough, Walton.
Ну-ка высуни свое личико. Фу. Блять, сядь. Да мы их сейчас быстро перестреляем. Кстати, их же ж можно там обкрадывать всех. Есть. Я там чуть в лошадь не попал. Сейчас как раз... Подожди, тут бабки можно пособирать заодно. Мне как раз надо. Ага, либо боеприпасы тоже не помешают. Есть. Да какого... А как я попал так? Подожди, я в ногу попал, он же сдохнуть не должен. Я же ему в ногу попал. Какого хера у него с головы потекло, блядь? Охеренно, спасибо за ремастер. Точнее, не ремастер, блядь. Двадцаточку нам накинули, давай хрен с ним тогда. Если ваш уровень участия высок, порядочные люди будут... А чё мне минус? Честь убрали. Я же преступника убил, а не какого-то там нормального. Уровень чести. Ладно, хер с ним тогда. Где моя лошадь? Поехали на еще задание какое-нибудь. Мы всех уже тут обкрали. Я хочу, кстати, тут в покер поиграть. Ну, наверное, попозже это сделаю. Где? Иди сюда. Куда нам идти? Что у нас тут? Бо недалеко. Давай еще за маршала поиграем. А, подожди, могу быстро вернуться в город. Ага, это если я разобью лагерь. О, кстати, смотри, что тут происходит. А кто? Это на этого, на охотника за сокровищами напали. Ну, сейчас нам, кстати, честь повысят, походу. О, у нас есть карта сокровищ. Но я ее потом открою. Посмотрю, что там этот самый нам. Я, кстати, проходил еще, помню, в первом Redemption вот эти карты сокровищ. Ну, типа, там их до хрена будет, кажется. Это можно потом будет заняться, чисто вспомнить. Сейчас вернемся в Армадилу и возьмем еще, наверное, миссию маршала. Его не сбить, а то опять на меня загрится. Еще какой-то вопросик. Давай на вопросик пойдем.
They took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Дополнительное задание уже.
Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock.
Давай это выполним.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Так, подожди. Пощить мальчика у скалы висельников. Ага, вот здесь. Кстати, Если я припоминаю, там не совсем уж приятная история, закончится она не очень вроде, как я понял, как я помню. Блять, у меня лошадь такая, пиздец, калечная какая-то. Это ж первая, она сильно не этот. Невыносливая, надо будет другие еще поискать. Там, походу, если я не... Ну ладно, не хочу спойлерить, если кто не видел. Но там, походу, пиздец ему. Что я могу сказать? Блядь. Сюда залез. Да там его волки пожрали, что ли, или что-то типа того. Ну, сейчас проверим. Подожди, где-то здесь. Я так могу забраться? Да вон, одно мокрое место осталось. Ботинок и кости же вообще обладали всего. Надо здесь участку шерифа. Пошли обратно к шерифу. Надо сообщить новость по поводу пацана. И можно, кстати, выполнить миссию на маршала. Блять, какая лошадь все-таки хуевая. Надо первое. Надо будет потом поменять. Конечно, по сравнению со вторым Redemption'ом разница чувствуется. Ну, когда вышла эта часть, она была вообще четкой на то время. Подожди, а где эта баба? Ее нету? Типа, или потом будет? Ладно, давай пока выполним миссию.
Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. If it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest. And they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I've just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's.
In life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marson?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. Ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior?
Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty person last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. Not far now. Eyes open, boys. Come on. All right, boys. Let's proceed on foot from here.
Yeah.
Slow up.
Head for the fort.
Whoa there.
Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music too much.
Чё, погнали?
Marshal.
Давай нахуй пуколку возьму нашу. Так где они? А вон они. Сейчас будет изи-катка. Подожди, парни, идите налево в эту сторону. Ну, давай с тобой пойдем, ёпта. Сейчас постреляем. Так где? А, ёпта, вот он.
Eyes up, boy. Behind that rock.
Ain't your life worth living?
Так, попали. Сука, слоняра, блядь. О, давай-ка.
Just a little something for my troubles.
Look, the deputies are making progress. Yeah.
Очень ненормально там валят, кстати. Вот. Это было изи. А, чувак упал. Сука. Все? Отлично. Можно сейчас, кстати, слегка прошариться немного. Посмотреть, что тут у нас есть. О. Сейчас насобираем. Теперь, кстати, нам и на хату хватит. Нам сколько там? 50 баксов стоит хату купить на Вармадило. Как раз нам и хватит. Все. Все легли спать. Все, походу, больше ничего нет. А, нет, вот еще один. Да, сундук? Еще ящик. Теперь точно все. Погнали, поможем маршалу. Там снайпер. Сука, где он?
There's one more for the vultures.
Меня уже решили всего, и все равно ему похеру. Реализм. Где? Блядь, оружие косое, пиздец. Сдедаем только нормально. Где? Мне похуй, меня ничего не берет. Иди отсюда нахуй, толстый.
To the victor, the spoils.
All right, stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can.
Да ебать, мы уже почти миллионеры, смотри, 72 бакса. У нас даже еще и останется после этого. После того, как мы хату купим, можно будет и в покер сыграть. У меня, кстати, был в покере костюм Шулера. Прикольная тема. Можно было одну карту спрятать и мухлевать. Хотя, конечно, я за честную игру, ну так, ради прикола. А когда проигрывал, просто вставал и всех ебашил за столом, кто сидит. Ну, иногда так делал. Не всегда. Я потому что снова выигрывал. Да я нормально все стреляю, ёпта. Сейчас. Пока постреляйте, я пока почищу тут карманы. Еще 5 баксов. Слушай, из них нормально сыпется так. Это что? Это наш. Леща.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Все, всех освободили. Костюм банда Боллардов. У меня что, костюм есть? А вот, подожди. А вот действительно костюм. А, это мне нужно выбить еще. Ну да, там же несколько костюмов. Это мы потом займемся. Может быть. Что, давай пособираем, тут налутаем и пойдем. Тут должны быть какие-то сундуки или что-то еще, какого-то добра. Всех мы вроде... У нас 130, охеренно. Вот ящичек. Сейчас полутаемся и пойдем. Что у нас? Кто там остался? Вес Диккенс. А, Вес Диккенс это, кстати, этот продавец, мошенник. Кстати, сейчас пойдем и на его миссию. Где он находится? О, подожди, я возле Бонни. Не, давай сначала к Бонни поедем. А потом к Весту Диккенсу. Нам как раз подсказывают, что мы должны сначала сделать, чтобы пройти. Давай так и сделаем. Вон, смотри, чуваков мокрое место осталось. Один лежит еще. Да, конечно, по сравнению со второй частью тут карта поменьше будет. Во второй части даже есть часть карты из первой, только Мексики типа нет. Хотя интересно было бы, есть же моды вроде что Мексику открывают. Какие-то были, я что-то видел видос.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Теперь две одинаковые лошади. А что мы сейчас? А мы сейчас будем скот загонять.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Easy now.
Hey.
Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Keep on moving.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Look at the cowboy.
Come on.
Давай, блядь. Куда ты идешь?
This way. We need to take them out to the pasture.
Что если я стрельну? Быстрее пойдете? Ага. Шевели поршнями.
Come on. Slow down.
Блять, они все куда-то хотят свалить. Давай, то отстрелю что-нибудь.
Still it down. He's just showing up now.
А вот, теперь здоровое стадо.
Pasture.
Come.
Swing back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
Come on.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Отлично. Это была вообще что-то изи миссия. Вот, друзья, вы можете сохранять игру, дикой местности. Че, давай здесь сохраним. У нас тут лагерь можно поставить. Заодно сохраниться и куда-нибудь поехать на телепортом ебаный. Давай сначала сохранимся. А после нам нужно к Диккенсу. Где у нас Диккенс? Вот он. А подожди, у нас за Бонни еще есть миссия. Давай еще за Бонни пойдем. Пройдем уже все, а потом за Диккенса. Можем помогать работникам охотить раньше Макфарланов. Нам пока не надо. Подожди, а что такое? А, с 5 до 10 на полудни можно. Тогда давай... Стоп. Мы можем, кстати, выполнить одну эту... За сторожа. Одну миссию за сторожа. Бабочек немножко соберем. Так. Сейчас собака, может, найдет кого-нибудь. Интересно, сколько нам за эту работу дадут? Ну, я так помню, особо неоправданно там было, блин. Давай, давай. Бобик. Бобик фас. Че, внимание, пока ничего. Пока ничего нету. Пока чисто гуляем. Чисто тусуемся, чисто гуляем. Ну. Так, все наготове, на всякий случай. Что у нас по времени, кстати? А, у нас еще времени не хватает. Ну. О, что-то есть, что-то есть. Что-то учуял. Что там? Кража? Вот это? Подожди, а где? У меня лассо нету? Стояночка. Все? Я его, кстати, не убил. У меня лассо пока нету, это походу попозже дадут. Ну. Чё стал? Все? Лассо попозже, походу, дадут, пока не дали еще. Что нам, кстати, по ЗПХе? Так, накинь мне как по-братски. Как от души. 15 баксов. 15 баксов. Засунь их, знаешь куда? Я пару чуваков могу прошерстить, и мне уже больше будет, блядь. Давай еще разочек сохранимся. Сколько там должно? 6 часов пройти. Мы только на миссию можем... Миссия вообще Макфарлана будет доступна с утра. Ну, сейчас, походу, можно. Кстати, покер есть. Может, в покер сыграть? Не, потом. Давай потом. Вот сейчас нам, кстати, и лассо дадут, кажется.
Fine, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby. Whoa!
Так, ну и чё? Поехали оббежать лошадей.
You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret if it sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
But I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
There's the horses! Get that lasso ready!
Come on, let's rope one.
Whoa there!
You gonna use that rope or not? Hold on, Martin. Don't lose him. That's your chance, boy. Get on it. He's a handsome one, all right. Don't let him fuck you, Mr. Martin. Lean in.
Так, чтобы она меня не скинула.
Take it slow now.
You'll have this in no time!
Show me what you got, boy. Come on.
You're doing fine!
Come on, let's go.
Come on. Come on. Nearly got
That's
it.
it! Don't give up! Gee up!
Calm it down.
Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
You're mine now. Yeah.
Есть.
That wasn't so bad.
Надеюсь, это будет получше. А, сесть нужно на свою.
Let me take it from here. You get back on your own horse. Woo! I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, Mr. Marston! Let's rope another one!
Еще одну можно. Давай еще одну зарканим.
Come on! Rope one of them!
Так, а где? Ага, вот. Так надо какую-то вот такую. Ага. Поближе подобраться. Давай. Есть. Ну, кстати, в этой части вроде в первой не так и тяжело объездить, вроде бы во второй тяжелее. Блядь, резвый какой попался. Все, можно сесть на свою. Ладно, мне дадут лошадь никакую.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor. But it's straight. And it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. No rest for the wicked. Let's see if we can track down that other herd of horses.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Pa hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
Looks like the ranch hand's up ahead. Let's drive them up the canyon, where it narrows. We'll trap them there. Stay with the horses.
Вон, кстати, это бун. Сейчас мы его
Ready for them.
Right you are, miss.
зарканем.
Hey. Come on. Let's go. Slow down. Whoa.
Looks like we got blood of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's
Вот
getting
это они не
away.
могут
Chase them
объездить.
down and bring them back.
Come on. Yeah. Calm it down. Come on, baby. Calm down. Whoa there. That's it. Easy there. I got you now.
thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal. Let's go. Come on. Everything all right, madam?
It's Miss. Oh. Oh, let me look at you. My gentleman caller. You remind me of my Peter. Have you seen him?
I don't think so.
Where is that man? We'll be late for the ceremony. He must still be at the saloon in Armadillo, talking to the musicians. He's such a fine man. Must be making things right for me, as usual.
Well, I gotta get going, ma'am. I'm sure your Peter will be just fine.
Wait, I beg you. Would you possibly go fetch him for me? This was meant to be my perfect day. Please, sir. Something must have happened. I can't bear it.
So you want me to go find your Peter so you can have a perfect day?
Yes, please, sir.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh.
Look out, mister.
Excuse me. Bite your tongue.
Bring you in here, partner.
Pericles.
Williamson and his gang stay with.
Just so you know, I don't take requests, mister.
I'm looking for a man. Name's Peter. Fella's meant to get married today. Seen him around?
Who?
Peter, is what she said.
You ain't after no Pete Turner, are you?
For all I know. Where can I find him?
Well, my memory escapes me when not properly stimulated.
And let's see if we can refresh it.
$5 will do. Or you could run a little errand for me.
What do you need done?
It's my wife. She packed her things this morning and left me. The dumb wench is still at the freight station waiting for the stagecoach. If you could convince her to take me back. Her name's Rose.
I guess I'll go have a talk with her.
Тяжелая
Now, you'll need more than talk
задача.
with that bitch.
Убить его жену 2, видимо, его жену вернуться. По крайней мере, попробую.
Excuse me, miss? Rose?
If that useless whoremongering bastard sent you. Get lost!
Miss, please. If only...
You know what? Tell that bastard I ain't going back. Not this time. Not even at gunpoint.
Sign an oath, miss. For better or worse. Way I see it, you should give him one last chance.
Stop bothering me, you dumb cowpoke, or I'll call the marshal.
Походу не получилось. Свяжите или запугайте. А так можно?
Well, you sure ain't no gentleman, are you? Sure, I'll go back to him, but trust me, same as God, kill him when he's asleep.
That's your business, madam.
Ooh.
And I wish you luck with it.
I'm gonna
Ain't too yellow to come and get me himself, is he? Suppose not all men
Вот
are
тут
bad.
два дела.
What did he do?
What didn't he do? He's a fiddler who can't stop fiddling. Ain't a woman in Armadillo he ain't had his sweaty paws on.
Hello there.
Ну, мы убедили.
Truth is, Pete Turner ain't been in Armadillo for near on 20 years now. Kind of a queer fella and all. Wasn't here every night. Sure as the moon in the sky.
What happened to him?
Well, what happens to all of us? I reckon you'll find him at Odd Fella's Rest. Yeah, that's where he'd be, I'd guess.
Old Fellows Rest это где? Он хуй знает где. А, так он... Его уже закопали, ёпта, он уже умер. Еще в 94 году. О, кстати, нам ачивку дали. Давай лагерь тут поставим. Сохранимся заодно и поедем миссию выполнять к Бонни.
Are you really there? Hello? Hello there.
Howdy, miss. What are you doing out here?
I'm thinking.
Have I seen you before?
Oh, yes, I think so. On the train from Blackwater, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking with the preacher.
Yes, sir, I was.
I don't know if it's so safe out here, miss.
Oh, Jenny. You can call me Jenny. All right. I'm safe because I have faith. So, faith can move mountains. That's the whole point.
You're trying to move a mountain?
Oh, no, I can't do anything. But with faith, I can achieve great things. I know that. I know it.
You want me to take you back into town, ma'am? You seem kind of unwell.
Oh, I get such clarity out here. I see things purely. The world is so beautiful.
And full of things that'll kill you. Including illness.
Nothing's gonna kill me, sir.
Well, take care then. Miss Jenny. Miss Jenny. Don't look like the Almighty's much inclined to help you out here. I was kind of worried about you, so I brought you some medicine.
Oh, oh heavens. Oh, praise you, Lord. I knew you'd save me.
Excuse me?
You see, it was only through his will that you were ordered to save me. Tell me,
Тоже фанатизм
were
какой-то.
there angels in your vision?
Jenny, can I take you back into town?
Praise you, Savior. I knew you'd save me.
Will you come with me?
Oh, I'm fine here, mister. I'm in heaven. Heaven.
Come on.
Come on, let's go! Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss, I got most of the horses secure and the chicken.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Let's get going before the weather gets any worse. Whoa! That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there is conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path but me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. Past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have two herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. It's gonna be difficult to talk in this weather. Stay close. We don't want to lose each other. Whoa there!
Let's go.
Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll try to drive them all back to the ranch as
сейчас прыгнет. Дебилы нахуй.
Good work! I thought we'd lose them all. Now let's round up those stragglers. Come on, I can't do this all by myself.
Come on. Slow down.
One day.
Thank you, Miss McFarlane.
Так, я думаю, на сегодня, наверное, все. Еще дел по горло, так сказать. Поэтому, наверное, буду закругляться. Следующий стрим, может, будет завтра либо послезавтра. Посмотрим. Сегодня что-то уже устал. Дел много всяких. Поэтому, ну, всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал. С вами был Вайпер. И увидимся в следующем выпуске. Всем пока.